Hi everyone, welcome to the last edition of ISH Weekly for the month of February. Today we will cover all the major Indian sporting events of the last 2 weeks from 13th February to 28th. We begin with tennis. Sania Mirza has found a new wind after her announcement at the beginning of this year that 2022 would be her last tour year. She is back in the top 50 doubles ranking after her amazing performance in the past 2 weeks. In back-to-back tournaments, Sania reached the semi-finals of WTA 500 Dubai Open, and then recently she again reached the semi-finals of WTA 1000 Qatar Open. After recently winning the Tata Maharashtra Open, Rohan Bopanna partnered with the Canadian star Denis Shapovalov in the Doha Open, which is a ATP 250 event in Qatar. They reached the finals and were runners-up at this event. He is now back in India, where the best Indian tennis players are all set to face off against Denmark in the Davis Cup in New Delhi starting 4th of March. Two Indian doubles pair also dominated the Bangalore ATP Challenger event. In the first week, Ramkumar Ramanathan and Saket Maheni won the cup, whereas in the second week it was the time for Arjun Khade along with his Austrian partner Alexander Aller to win the Challenger Cup. In women's, Prarthana Thombare made it to two back-to-back doubles finals in the ITF events. In the first tournament, she won the W60 event in France, and then a W25 event in Portugal she was the runners-up. This has been a remarkable upswing for Prarthana after almost 4 years of lull. 23-year-old Zeel Desai has been doing very well in the ITF events, but she lost her second singles finals in last 3 weeks. Recently, she lost the ITF 15K at Ahmedabad. In the same event, the doubles pair of Shravya Shivani and Sharmada Balu also made it to the finals but were runners-up at this event. Now another junior player who is making headlines is Nishesh Bhaswar Reddy. In the ITF J1 event in Brazil, he not only won the 3 qualifier matches but also won all the 5 main draw matches, defeating the world number 9 6-0 6-1 in the finals. In the recently concluded ITF 15K event at Gurgaon, Vaidehi Chaudhary turns head when she was able to reach the finals with her dominating performance. She lost in the finals to Punin from Thailand 1-6-2-6. But the doubles pair of Shrivali and Humera won the doubles title at Gurgaon after beating the top seeds 6-3, 1-6, 10-3 in an extremely competitive final at Gurgaon. Now, owing to the fabulous success in doubles we have seen recently, there has been a marked improvement in doubles rankings for both men and women. Rohan and Ramkumar are in the top 100, whereas Sania Mirza has also jumped several positions to enter the world top 50. Coming to table tennis, Manika Batra has now breached the top 10 world rankings in both women's doubles and mixed doubles. In women's doubles, Manika and Archana Kamath are ranked 6th, whereas the ace table tennis tandem of Manika Batra and Sathyan Gunasekaran made history by becoming the highest ranked Indian mixed doubles pair at number 10. India's Sohana Saini won the bronze at WTT Youth Contender Tunis Championship after losing in the semi-finals. Now let's look at badminton. After having a fabulous January in multiple events, India crashed out of the Badminton Asia Team Championship recently concluded at Malaysia. Both the men's and women's team faltered in the respective do-or-die encounters. With 2 defeats each in the league stages, the Indian campaign came to an early end at this continental championship. But the biggest find of this tournament was the little-known Tara Shah, who showed a dominating victory against Malaysia. She had previously reached the finals of Under-15 Asia Junior Championship. Looking at wrestling, India ended their campaign at the 2022 Dan Kolov and Nikola Petrov wrestling tournament with a whopping 16 medals. Although India finished 8th in the medal tally with just 1 gold medal won by Sanju Devi in the 59 kg category, India's total medal count was just behind the host Bulgaria, who clinched a total of 18 medals. India then played the prestigious Yasar Dogu tournament at Istanbul, Turkey. Here India ended up with 4 medals in freestyle. Olympian silver medalist Ravi Daya won the gold medal in 61 kg. Deepak Punia won the bronze in 92 kg. Amam won the bronze in 57 kg. And then in Greco-Roman style, Gyanendra won the bronze in 60 kg. Now let's talk about boxing. The International Boxing Association has started the 2022 Golden Belt Series. The 73rd edition of the Strandja Memorial Tournament is the first and the oldest event of this series. Around 450 boxers from 36 countries participated in this tournament. For India, Neetu in the 48 kg category claimed the first gold medal, beating Italy 5-0. The second gold medal was won by Nikhat Zareen from the 52 kg category by beating the former world champion from Ukraine in a fiery display, winning 4-1. And finally, the third medal was won by Nandini in the 81 kg category. Overall, it was a great tournament for the Indian women, but none of the men boxers could move to the medal winning rounds. Now moving to hockey. The FIH Pro League is going great for both men's and women's team. Just to remind the viewers, this is a 9-nation tournament which is played over several months and hosted by several countries, with each country playing the other twice. Now in men's, before this week we had played 4 games. Indian team was able to beat South Africa twice with the same score of 10-2, and then again France we won one game and lost the other one. In women's, Indian girls had beaten China in both the matches, but the games against Netherlands were postponed. Coming to last week, both the teams then faced Spain at home itself. In men's, India beat Spain 5-4 in the electrifying contest, but immediately a day later, Spain was able to turn the tables around by winning 5-3. Incidentally, this game was the 250th appearance for our legendary goalkeeper, Shrijesh PR. In women's event, we saw the same story get repeated. In the first match, India was able to beat Spain 2-1, but in the next day, Indian girls lost to Spain 3-4. Now, where do Indian teams stand in the current rankings? The men's team is at the second position, right behind Netherlands. In women's, we are at the third position behind Argentina and Netherlands. Now we are happy to speak about Wushu for the first time. Now despite the negative war news coming around Russia, the one good news that came out of Moscow are the medals won by the Indian Wushu contingent. In the recent Moscow Wushu Stars 2022 event, India won a whopping 25 medals, which included 8 gold medals. These medals were won in both the categories of Wushu, which are Taolu and Sanda. Wushu is a Kung Fu sport which is not played in Olympics but is played in Asian Games. Coming to fencing, a lot of interest and visibility has come up in fencing post Bhavani Devi's Olympic debut at the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. In the recent Asian Cadet and Junior Championship, India won medals in both junior and senior categories. First, Prachi Lohan won a bronze in women's epi. Then the men's epi team won bronze medal. This was then followed by the women's foil team winning the bronze medal as well. Then our women's epi team won India's first silver medal at this tournament. And finally, the women's foil team won a bronze medal at this event. We'll speak on athletics now. The first ever national throws competition was organized by AFI at Patiala. Some notable performances were as follows. Abha Katua won the shot put gold with a distance of 17.09 meters. With this distance, she qualified for the Asian Games. In men's shot put, the national record holder Tajinder Pal Singh Toor won the gold as it was expected with a distance of 19.94 meters. In women's javelin, both Sanjana and Sharmila crossed 50 meters and won the gold and silver respectively. In men's javelin, the favourites to win were Rohit Yadav and Sahil Silwal, and they did not disappoint. Both of them crossed the 77 meter mark and won the gold and silver respectively. Now we move on to weightlifting. The Singapore Weightlifting International has just completed and India came out winning 8 medals, out of which 6 were astounding gold medals. All the 8 medal winners have qualified for the Commonwealth Games 2022. India's star Mirabai Chanu continued her Olympics form by winning a gold medal in the 55 kg category. This is the first time she has competed in this weight category. Now let's complete our today's edition with a para sport called para archery. After making its debut in the 2016 Rio Paralympics, the Indian para archery team won its first medal in Tokyo 2020 thanks to the bronze medal of Harvinder Singh in recurve. Now, the World Championship just concluded in Dubai recently. India had never won a medal in the individual event of World Championship, but our Pooja Jatyan changed that last week. She has now become the first para archer to win a silver in this event. She plays in the women's recurve category and lost the gold match to Italy 3-7. In the team events, the compound archery team of Jyoti Balyan and Shyam Sundar Swamy also won a silver medal. That's it for this week, folks. Please like and subscribe our videos and see you next week.